All right. Haven't done a live in a while. Figured I might as well do one. Talk some Supergirl. Um, Little House of the Dragon. A couple other things. We'll see what we get to. I got some notes here. Forgive me as I go back and forth. Trying to keep up on those. So I wanted to let some of the Supergirl hype die down a little bit now that it's been out for a little while, and hoping some of the people who are upset about negative reviews aren't taking it as personal anymore. There's been a couple places that I like to talk movies on the internet, and got some unfortunate news this week by doing that. I was informed that I'm an incel. So because I didn't like that movie, I'm an incel. I believe I'm racist also. I was told that multiple times. I'm sexist, misogynist, all those good things. I guess, but we'll dig into it here. So, not a good movie. Supergirl was not a good movie. It was, frankly, pretty tough to sit through. Even, I mean, the story was really bad. Character development was really bad. It looked really muddy. It was really hard to see anything. It was hard to see people's faces. Everything was very dark. And I struggled with that. The fight scenes, that made that a big problem too. You're trying to kind of see what's going on, and it's just washed out. Really can't tell what's going on a lot of the time. We started out the movie again. This is my biggest problem at the end of Superman, disrespecting Superman. They showed the little scene of Crypto peeing on his face again in the newspaper, which is pretty frustrating for me. I don't like seeing that. Superman is he represents a lot of different things. I know you could say he represents America. You could say it's religious, almost. Someone sent here to save us and guide us. There's a lot of religious undertone in that. You piss on the guy, start the movie that way, even though people didn't like it. That's not a good way to go. But they did it again. We get into the disrespect of Supergirl toward him, making fun of his costume, ignoring his calls. You kind of hoped at some point she would kind of arc toward appreciating him a little more. That doesn't really happen. Toward the end of the movie, she does say that she's going to spend a little more time on Earth. Doesn't imply with him, but she also didn't imply that she was trying to improve on the relationship between them either, which was a little frustrating to me. So this seemed almost a little, I think this is a way to try and destroy Superman. I don't think Gunn likes him. I think a lot of Hollywood probably doesn't like him. I think he represents a lot of things that Hollywood doesn't really agree with. In Superman, the Kents came off as kind of redneckish. They're obese. They seemed a little almost slow, even, which wasn't not a positive way to portray those people. In Man of Steel, you had Costner and Diane Lane, they're cool people. They've been in cool movies. They have energy to them. They have good energy, and they both have an ability to almost command respect. And the Kents in this new universe, they don't really have that. They're almost there to be just stereotypical rednecks, almost to make them look bad. So I think this movie is designed to make Superman look bad, to attack Middle America, and it almost kind of seemed like more of that in this movie. What else do we got here? I won't dig into this too much. I mean, everyone's already heard it all. If you saw the preview, you saw the whole movie. I was going to show the little video of them going to that little space 7-Eleven and eating the little drops of crap from that bug, and then everyone says it tastes like shit. So literally they're eating shit, which was strange. I thought, I mean, it would have been more funny if they acted like it tasted good. Maybe in space, for some reason, that tastes good. I don't know, but making it taste like shit just seemed like a humiliation ritual for them. And multiple characters said that. So super strange. Didn't love that. Everybody loved Lobo in this. I didn't. I didn't like that character. They say he was meant to play that character. Maybe I don't know how you go from being Aquaman and being in the $1 billion club to taking a little 5-minute side role in a buddy cop movie with two 4-foot tall girls. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't think he's saying no to anything right now. He's been in a lot of wild movies lately, taking little bit parts. So kind of wonder what's going on with him and his agent, where he's willing to do roles like this. But if it works for him, I guess, excuse me. But let's see. I had a couple of little silly things that just kind of got stuck in my craws. I was there. So the green sun thing was a little wild. She just had to wait out the green sun to get to the yellow sun again. That was the biggest risk of the whole movie. She got hit with these kryptonite arrows at one point, and they kind of showed like internally how her body started fighting back when the yellow sun was hitting her. But that kind of didn't work for me. I thought that was a little silly. I mean, we saw in Superman, just being around kryptonite was extremely damaging to him. It was nearly killing him. And then, Supergirl gets an intramuscular injection of kryptonite, multiple, and the sun is able to kind of just wall those off and correct it. I didn't like that. I think they should have probably gone a different way with that. The fight scenes, like I said, they were so dark. They were so dark and hard to see. I also noticed that there was a lot of slow-mo, which one of the funny things is that the people who get really upset about any detractors to these new DCU movies, they always have a lot to say about Zack Snyder's slow-mo. There's a lot of slow-mo in this. A lot of it. Didn't see any of them mention a problem with it, but I didn't have a problem with it either. I thought those were probably some of the coolest looking fight scenes, the slow motion ones, but I definitely noticed that was a problem other people had with it and with the old movies, and they didn't seem to say much here. So it's fine, I guess. Not a big deal. Just something I noticed. What else do we got? They waited till the end of the movie to put her in the costume, which was I thought a bad mistake. Can't really do that. They did the same thing with Madam Web. They had the girls put up. They only put the suits on near the end, I believe, and it was some like secondary sequence, a hallucination or dream sequence or something. But they didn't have it on long. So if you put Sydney Sweeney in her Spider-Man costume early on and keep her in it, that movie does a lot better. And I think it would have helped this one if they'd have put her in it early. She was almost like kind of rejecting wanting to do that. There's really no like growth arc for her. I mean, at the end, she said she, was going to spend more time on Earth. It didn't seem like she really learned anything though. The drunken stuff that was pretty off-putting. I kept being told that it's going to be a quick thing and they're going to hop out of it real quick, but that was kind of a the drunken sad sack thing kind of hung on. So that wasn't very inspirational. Her comments about Christian dads coming out and stuff, and then you have her being a drunk, and it's like, well, those are the people that are going to bring their daughters to see your movie, and that's probably not the best thing to say, especially when you're portrayed like that. Was it Krem, the bad guy? Very forgettable. Him and his team looked like the Ravagers from Guardians of the Galaxy. I had trouble kind of moving on from that visual. It just looked like more Guardians, and they say, well, Gunn didn't write this. I think he had a heavy hand in it. It seemed a little too Gunnish to think that it was just Noguera that did it, considering she only I got an interesting thought about Anna Noguera, the writer of this movie. Let me let's see. I was gonna bring some visual aids in here. Let me see. I have a conspiracy theory about this, about Anna Noguera, James Gunn here. Let me cue that up. Give me 1 minute here. So let's see here. All right. So we have Anna Nogueira here. Put that back on. Let's see. Hold on. I got multiple things going here. Let me take a look. You go down here. We're going to look at her writing credits. So she's got this little short film here. We Win short film. I don't know anything about it. Never heard of it. And then Supergirl. It's a big jump going from writing a short film to getting a major studio movie with a huge budget like this. I don't know how that happens, but Anna Nogueira is a very attractive woman. So it immediately made me ask some questions. So I went and, you scroll up here. Let's take a look at her. Anna Nogueira, very, very attractive woman. Very, very pretty. Here's another picture of her. So I've picked this one here. Anna Nogueira, take a look. And then we have James Gunn's wife. This is Jennifer Holland. So click here, click there, click here, click there. That almost looks like the Latina version of his wife. So I don't know. I speculated. I don't know if anybody else will. But going from no writing credits to that seemed a little that's an aggressive jump. That's an aggressive jump. But when you're an attractive woman, that's not an aggressive jump. I know pretty women all over the world want to say, no, I did it myself. I earned it myself. A lot of times you had some help. And I know it hurts to acknowledge that. It hurts to acknowledge it. But this one seems a little funny. I don't know. But, it is what it is. There's benefits to hitting the genetic lottery. So, and Jennifer Holland, she's super hot too. But yeah, I think there's a little too much similarity in those appearances there to think that that she was given this this gig for skill purposes, I guess. And she's got, I think she's got, what do we got upcoming? They gave her Wonder Woman in Teen Titans. But yeah, that's a big problem. I don't know what this, after this movie, after it struggled like it did, I think they got to probably make a change. They're gonna have to call the bullpen there and put in a different writer. I don't think you can stick with her on this, but part of me wonders if Gunn will even be around then. I think I saw that that his contract runs out right before Man of Tomorrow, so they might pull the trigger on him before that. If that movie doesn't look good when they're finalizing it, finishing it up, man, you can't start this universe that way. That wasn't good. That wasn't a good thing. I don't know why you do a repetitive character on a movie that already didn't do well. Superman didn't do great. I think did it make a little money? Might have made a little money, but not a lot. Not a lot. So I don't know why you would do a repetitive female character that is off-putting as your second movie. I don't know why. They should have done Wonder Woman second. If they were going to take a chance on Nogueira writing something, they should have done Wonder Woman. There's goodwill there. Everyone loves Wonder Woman. Supergirl, I don't know. Seems more like a TV show character to me. I don't know. But while I was there, I did get the cool Supergirl penis cup. I'm sure everyone's heard about this. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with these designs. They're getting pretty out there. You got to keep that one away from the Dune popcorn bucket. Get in trouble doing that. But yeah, there's been some cool theater collectibles. I mean, that one I got just because it's silly. I don't really like it. It's probably going to go in the cabinet, not really going to come out at any point, but you never know. You never know. Put it out for guests. So, but another thing they did that they upset me on, let me see here. Let me get this one ready. So they bummed me out with this here, the Jor-El message here. Let me throw this up here. We'll take a look. So this is the one from Superman. get this cooking here. I don't even know if I can do this. I hope it doesn't pull me offline for this. It may, but we'll see. If you don't remember, here it is.
We love you more than heaven, our son. We love you more than
land.
A
couple minutes here.
Our beloved.
So this is when they get the message that his father sent him to Earth with, and they decode it from the Superman movie.
Home is soon to be gone forever.
But hope vitalizes our hearts.
And two good actors too. What's that woman from? Let me go back. Westworld. I think she's from Westworld. Super hot too. And I mean, that's Captain Cool right there. So the actors were good choices.
Our hearts. And that hope is you, Colette.
Yeah, so they sent him to Earth, and this is just me trying to pause so I don't get copyright hit, because still learning the rules here, but we'll figure out as we go.
We have searched the universe for a home where you can do the most good and live out.
Do the most good. So they kind of sell you on it being positive here.
Krypton's truth.
That place is Earth.
I don't get it. What's bad about that?
I don't get it. What's bad about it? And here's another thing. Look what he did. Why would you cover her up? She is one of the most attractive actresses in Hollywood, and they put that giant freaking helmet on her, or at least take it off every once in a while. I don't know.
The people there are simple and profoundly confused.
The people of Earth are simple and profoundly confused. How dare they? How dare they? I'm highly offended. I'm highly offended. If you can offend an incel like me, like I've been called this week, I've been called an incel, then it's pretty offensive.
Weak of mind and spirit and body. Lord.
The disrespect, just continued disrespect. I mean, he really laid it on thick there.
Over the planet as the last son of Krypton.
Dispatch of anyone unable or unwilling to serve you, Colette.
Dispatch of anyone unwilling or unable to serve you. Wow. That is some World Economic Forum speak right there. That's some Bill Gates talk right there. Concerning.
Take as many wives as you can, so your genes and Krypton's might and legacy will live on in this new.
So go to Earth and enslave all the women, kill all the men. That's what they told him to do. So the point of this was they pull this off here. Let's see. So they doubled down on that in this movie. They made a quick comment saying that I think her father said, yeah, your crazy uncle sent him to conquer Earth. And then before she leaves, because the planet is poisonous, they tell her to go be good and be a good person and help people who can't help themselves. So they try and subvert Superman getting that message that we've always known him as having, and then send it with her. And then she comes here just to be a drunk. I don't know, but yeah, more just trying to destroy this character of Superman before Gunn gets relieved of his duties, I guess. But anyway, what else did we have here? I talked about the marketing being a problem earlier. I distinctly remember the more I would see of this movie, the more I thought it looked less interesting. I was actually really excited at first. I went and built a movie theater standee for this even, and I was really excited about that. I put a lot of effort into that video. I don't know if anyone here saw it, but I put a lot of it should have taken me like 3 hours to build. I think it took me like 5, because I was really trying to do a good job with it and get some good video of it when I was making it, because I thought I was excited about it. And then I kept seeing more and more previews, and I was like, man, what are they doing with this movie? They should have, what they should have done? They should have marketed this like Cloverfield. I don't know if anyone remembers Cloverfield. They were just putting up like posters or TV spots that just showed the name and a date. They didn't give you anything else. I think they probably could have weaseled a little more money out of people if they did that with this. They'd have been more curious, because they've already seen some Superman. The people who liked it. People who like Gunn were going to see this anyway. So if they marketed it that way, just posters with a logo, the Supergirl logo, and a date. They probably could have weaseled a little more opening weekend money out of this, and it probably wouldn't have looked as bad. But I think this is on track to lose some pretty substantial money because they just kept showing it. All the action scenes they showed in the previews. And why did they show the bug scene? That was the silliest thing. I don't know why they showed that. But I don't know. Supergirl seems like it's a problem. What do they got? Clayface also? I don't know. Isn't that a Batman? That's a Batman bad guy. I don't know why. I don't know why they would do that one. Strange. But yeah, Momoa, it was cool to see him. He was funny, but I don't think he was. I don't think he was there for any of the main filming. It almost looked like he was at it after the fact. Did they really? They interacted a little bit in that bar, I believe, maybe a little. But otherwise, I think he probably shot in front of a green screen and they just kind of put him in. I don't know. Didn't enjoy it very much. I mean, I was glad I went and saw it. Glad I got my cool cup. But I don't know if I want more from this universe. We'll see what they do with Batman. I heard they're bickering about that. I think I read that Reeves doesn't want any Batman stuff from the gun side while he's working on his stuff because he tinkers too much and the overlap could affect his. So, and I get that. I think it is strange that when they have two Batmans going at the same time, they've done that before. And I thought it was strange, but we'll see where they go with that. What else do we got here? Let's go down the line. So I'm going to try and do some more lives this week. I think that's the way to go. Like I like doing my little shorts with the movie theaters. I have like 3 of them recorded. I just haven't finished them up yet. I got a lot going on lately. It's been a weird time. It's been a weird time. If you've seen any of those videos, you can see I'm freshly shorn. I had long hair for a while. I cut it off, but I'm back, cracking down. I'm trying to get back to normal here with all the new stuff going on here. Let's see here. So we went over our Anna Noguera and Jennifer Holland conspiracy theory. It looks like we covered all of our Supergirl stuff. It seemed, one last thing, it seemed like a Scooby-Doo episode to me. Is just very like connect the dots, kind of cheesy. It seemed like a Scooby-Doo episode. I'm done with Crypto too. They need to sideline him. But anyway, let's see here. Let me see what we got queued up next. Give me one moment here. What else do we have here? Okay, well, let's do this, I guess. So I don't really have like too much House of the Dragon stuff here. I figured since it was on last night, I'd talk about it a little bit. I did watch it. I thought it was interesting. It's this season hasn't been as good as the last. So every season so far has been like a step down from the previous. First season was really good, really fun. Second season, like I said, a step down. I think not ending with that battle that you started this season with. I think that kind of hurt the second season a bit. Matt Smith, he had an interesting arc this episode. So we had Jaceres got killed last episode. Rhaenyra had a meltdown, and she and I get that. And he convinced her now's the time to move, and they had that opportunity to get into King's Landing, so they went for it. Matt Smith chopped through some of the castle defense there, and then as soon as they got surrounded, the Gold Cloaks came in and kind of bailed them out, so they finished that. It's kind of wild seeing what's her name, Allison's father show back up. Apparently, he's been in the gulag in the basement for a long time, and they didn't know that, so they brought him up, and Rhaenyra had to. And she was a mess, and she was still trying to do this. She had to behead him. For the first strike didn't make it, hit him in the back, and then she was able to cut his head off with Dark's sister. It was, I mean, the episode was interesting. The the whole vibe I got the whole time was that she is not fit to lead. I mean, I get it. She's a mess because her son was just killed, but you see in a lot of the other Game of Thrones and all that, there anytime stuff like that happens, there's still a job to do, and a lot of the people in power tend to stick to it. It is funny how all these shows are consistently a cautionary tale of what happens when women are in pursuit of power or in power. Things just consistently become problematic, and just bad decisions are made all around. But I mean, it's fun to watch. The dragons look great this season. They all, Game of Thrones, the dragons were very similar. The sizes were changed and the colors, but this one, I mean, they really break down into different, head shapes and everything. Like Sheep Stealer looks like disabled, man. He looks like he's a dragon with like Down syndrome or something. So they put a lot of care into how they look, but I think what hurt this show a little bit from being as good as some of the previous couple seasons and then early Game of Thrones is that Night of the Seven Kingdoms came before it, which was really good. So it almost kind of puts a microscope over this one, makes it a little tougher to grade because Night of the Seven Kingdoms was so good. It was really good. I missed that one already. I'm looking forward to more of that than I am more episodes of this. So, and I've watched a couple other people talk about the not Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the House of the Dragon stuff being changed. I guess they've been changing some storylines, like what's it, Rhaena, the one who rode Sheep Stealer. I guess that was a different character named Nettles in the books. So I guess they can see where they're going to try to kind of reconcile where those paths went, considering it's a different character. But they said the change has been a little bit problematic. They've changed a couple other things. Can't think of off the top of my head. The book readers are definitely ahead of the game here. They get a lot of good comparison stuff that we don't get. We have to take this for what it is, but the book readers, man, they can really get in there and dissect, and that's why I enjoy watching those videos. So, who's the one I watched? The Nerdrotic one. I know everybody seems to hate that guy. I love that guy. He does good stuff. I enjoy watching all his stuff. So him and his team talked about it last night. I watched them. I watched one other one today where somebody was breaking down the weaponry and the armor on the show, and they said it looked good, but not as good as Night of the Seven Kingdoms. They were very, very complimentary of that show and how it looked. So I've held that sword, by the way. If you watch my other videos, I've done a short where I built a display at a Verizon store for Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So I've held that sword and that shield, Sir Duncan. So you should take a look if you haven't. But yeah, I got a few more of those videos. I gotta clean up the editing on them, and then I'll put them up. I haven't got around to it, but I will. I got one movie that's going to be a big deal that I've done, and then two other ones that are one of them's a kids movie, the other one I never heard of. No, I got four. I got another one, and then two of them I hadn't heard of. So two I hadn't heard of, one kids movie, and then one big movie. So, and then I got another one coming. I think I talked to somebody today, so I'm gonna be making one more of those. So stuff in the pipeline, and like I said, I'll be doing more of these. What else was I going to talk about today? Let's see. Otto Hightower, that's who got beheaded. Otto Hightower. I like that actor. Let's see. Kurt Ijuian. I like him from, I've talked about this in another live video I did, the Exorcist TV show. He was like a high-ranking Catholic Church official who was investigating, what was it? Like a satanic group had kind of infiltrated the Catholic Church. He was investigating that. So I like that guy, and he does good on this show too. But what was the other thing I was going to talk about since we're here? So no rap songs are in the Billboard Hot 100's top 40 for the first time since 1990. So if you look at the bottom down here, if you look at the bottom of my video, it says Supergirl, House of the Dragon, and more. This is the and more. So no rap songs in the Billboard Top 100 for the first time since 1990. That's a long time. and I've heard some conspiracies about this. That's why I wanted to bring it up. So they said, and multiple people have talked about this, that this could potentially be fallout from USAID getting defunded by the current administration. So USAID was found to be funding a lot of problematic groups to cause unrest and launder money in a lot of situations. So they're thinking that maybe rap was being pushed as a form of social engineering, which we see all the time. I mean, look at Supergirl. That's social engineering. People don't want to admit it, but it is. Rap music is social engineering. And that doesn't mean I don't like rap music. There's rap music that I like, but a lot of it is really, really bad and really, really problematic. I think it has caused a lot of problems in minority communities, glorifying a lot of really bad things. I think probably one of the biggest factors in the destruction of the nuclear family. I mean, people hear a lot of these things, a lot of the lyrics and a lot of the messages in here, and people take a lot of the wrong messages. You have a lot of women pushing bad stuff in rap music now, and there you go. Single motherhood is the highest it's ever been. You look at the demographics on that, you can see which communities are consuming the most rap music, and you can see that those communities have higher instances of single motherhood, incarceration, stuff like that. So, this may be a good thing. This may be a sign that things are going to turn around a little bit societally. I'm pretty black-pilled about stuff. I think if anything's going to be fixed in our country, other countries, it's going to take a long time, and it's going to take a lot of effort. And I don't think we have it in us. I think it's going to continue trending down, but it's always nice to see something like this kind of happen. And that's not to say like I want rap music to fail. I would just like some more positive messaging to be pushed. It's sad when you look around, you see people close to you kind of fall into the messaging and some of this stuff. And shit, if you think about it, probably a lot of us have even been affected by it. And you wonder if we still listen to rock music that was a little bit more into like rock music would push people into pushing back against the system, stuff like that. Country music is notoriously positive, romantic, loved the country, stuff like that. And I don't even listen to country music, but I can cleanly acknowledge that those things are real in that genre of music. So we'll see. And plus, I'd love to never hear that goddamn Big Guy song by, what's her name? Ice Spice again. I freaking hate that stupid song. I think that's who sings it. Drives me insane. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, all her music is insanely bad. I don't know why you guys listen to that. It's so bad. So bad. But let's see. There's one thing I wanted to scroll down and see here. Let's see. Yeah. Cardi B. Yeah. She's the worst, man. Wasn't she drugging guys and robbing them? Man, imagine that. Imagine if a white country singer was drugging women and robbing them. Guess what would happen? But multi-tier justice system we have here. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Yes, you have to go all the way back to February 2nd, 1990, when the top-ranking rap song was Biz Marquis's eventual top 10 hit, Just a Friend. So nothing really important about that. It's just I'm going to age myself a little bit with this. Biz Marquis, Just a Friend. Man, that what a cool song that was. I remember hearing that on the radio. So that's how old I am. I heard that on the radio, but I don't know. Otherwise, what do we got here? Let's see. We'll bring up our background here. I guess we could show off some other theater stuff we got here before we call it for the day. I might hop back on later and watch some movie trailers. I got to work a little bit tonight, and then maybe I'll do a MARSZILLA after midnight. We'll see. But let's see. So, from the Super Mario Galaxy movie, the popcorn tin. I thought this was cool. I love Super Mario Brothers stuff. Grew up on that. So we got that one. We got this one. Well, I was pretty happy about acquiring. So I tried to get one of these when I went to the theater or when I went to see the movie, and they were not there. They didn't have any. So I went back to to build a standee one day at a different theater, and I asked the guy, because we're kind of friendly, if they had any of these left, and he said no. Then he said, well, wait, hold on, let me go check in the back, and he did. Then he said, you know what? I got one left back there. So he brought it out for me. So I was able to get one of the Yoshi popcorn buckets. Figure out how to use the camera angle here. I keep pulling it away. So, but yes, Yoshi. Pretty cool. Was happy about that one. What else do we got? This, and I'm embarrassed to show this one. I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't have got it, but I just like collecting stuff. I got a problem. I got a bad problem. It's the Mandalorian cup. So I figured, why the heck not? I needed to get a drink anyway at the theater. Pay a few extra bucks and get Grogu and Mando on the top of my lid here. And then the last one, because they didn't have the I didn't realize the thing was inside. Let me get that out. I wanted the Sword of Power, but they didn't have any left, so I just had to get the regular He-Man cup here. It's got Castle Grayskull at the top. So collecting stupid shit that I don't need. Specialize in that. Probably always do it. Got to find little things that can make you smile every now and then, because they're few and far between. So if you can get a smile out of a cup that looks very inappropriate, then why not do that, right? So, all righty. Well, I'm going to go and call it for the day. Anyone who stopped in, thank you for watching. Otherwise, I might be on later. We'll see. I might watch some movie trailers. There's a couple here I want to talk about, but we'll see y'all next time. Thank you.